And speaking of United Center, it'll also play host to a pair of WNBA games for the first time this season. The Sky announcing their matchups, hosting the Indiana Fever. Will be moved from Wintrust to the UC, has about double the capacity, so more tickets available.
Why are Caitlin Clark's games the only ones moving to the United Center? Recently, Angel Lee expressed confusion, wondering why the venue upgrade is happening only for Indiana Fever games. The answer might be hard for her to accept, but sometimes the truth is tough to hear.
Well, what I do realize is that as of right now, no other Chicago Sky games have been moved to the United Center, except for one, Indiana Fever.
When a player enters the league and forces teams to change venues because 10,000 seats just aren't enough, it's not just about star power. It's about the financial reality. Last season, the Indiana Fever set a record with nearly 341,000 fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, while the Chicago Sky hasn't come close. Yet, Angel seems to believe they're just as responsible for growing the game. We have the data, sales figures, and proof that explain why.
So it looks like the Chicago Sky have finally done what we've been asking for, which was to schedule the games against the Fever at the United Center. And also, in case you weren't already aware, the United Center is the biggest basketball arena in the country. Both home games against the Fever have been scheduled at the United Center.
Did you notice how quickly the Chicago Sky decided to move only the Indiana Fever games to the United Center? Let's break down what this really means. The Chicago Sky just made a big announcement that's got the WNBA world buzzing. For the 2025 season, they're relocating 2 specific games to the iconic United Center. And guess which games? Yep, both matchups against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. This isn't just a venue change.
When Caitlin coming to town, man, all these teams are going to cash in on that. It's just the nature of the business at this point. One fan saying, let's go Fever, taking over the United Center. I can't wait. The Angel Reese effect? No. They know better than to leave free money on the table when the face card comes to town. Yeah, man, because we remember last time Caitlin Clark was there, bro, the arena erupted.
What makes this decision so interesting is the timing. The Sky played their entire 2024 season at the 10,000-seat Wintrust Arena, including every game with their rookie, Angel Reese. Not once did the team feel the need to move to a larger venue, even during the peak of Angel's rookie season when it was said she was drawing.
Seems the Chicago Sky have had to move 2 of their home games to a larger facility, a larger basketball facility. I'm sure, no doubt, this is the Angel Reese effect. I've got no doubts, no qualms. There's nothing. She even told me herself right here that it's not just one other player, it's because of her too.
The numbers tell the real story that no one wants to say out loud. The United Center holds nearly 21,000 fans for basketball, more than double the capacity of Wintrust Arena. This isn't just a venue change. It's a business move that highlights an uncomfortable truth about star power in the WNBA.
One of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlin Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlin Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000-seat arena? Well, easy. We move Barbie night to a 21,000-seat arena.
Chicago isn't the only team thinking this way. Look around the league. The Washington Mystics, Las Vegas Aces, Atlanta Dream, and Connecticut Sun have all moved their games against the Fever to larger venues. Notice a trend. These teams aren't just randomly upgrading games.
This is the motion that the Indiana Fever / Caitlin Clark have.
The social media reaction from fans says it all. Many are frustrated that only the games featuring Caitlin Clark are getting the venue upgrade, suggesting that Angel Reese's drawing power isn't seen as strong enough to warrant the same treatment. Some fans have been especially vocal, pointing out the clear difference in star power and arguing
Caitlin Clark and Fever games getting moved to bigger venues on the road is normal at this point in time. We see it happen quite often whenever that Fever show comes to town. But in this case, it is interesting considering the opponent and considering the venue.
What makes this situation especially awkward is how directly it contradicts the narrative Angel Reese pushed last season. She consistently positioned herself as an equal draw to Caitlin Clark, claiming that people were tuning into women's basketball because of her too. But actions speak louder than words, and the Sky's decision to move only the Clark games to the United Center sends a clear message about who's really filling the seats.
My goodness. America's team versus a team who has the person who is the scourge of society. Oh, God. Oh, man. Quote, they watch for me, too. Barbie night? Which one is Barbie night? You got to think one of the two is going to be Barbie night, right? Look at this. Laughing my ass off. Caitlin is really giving every single team a fundraising game. I am weak. My GOAT is simply different.
The question everyone's asking isn't just why they're moving these games, it's why only these games. If Angel Reese truly brought in the same kind of audience, wouldn't every Sky home game deserve to be played at the United Center? Next voice. While Angel Reese has been busy claiming she's just as responsible for the WNBA's growth, others have been quietly keeping track. Let's take a look.
We'll be moving to the United Center. So that's significant in the sense of it will be the first games ever played by WNBA teams in the United Center. The game's on Saturday, June 7th and Sunday, July 27th. One had a date change, but they will be moving to the largest capacity arena in the NBA. More than double, I believe, what the Sky's typical home arena is able to hold. And of course, this is a duh for so many reasons.
If Angel truly had the same star power, wouldn't the Sky be rushing to move all their home games to the United Center? Shouldn't every game featuring Reese be a guaranteed sellout? Logic would suggest that's what would happen.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
The picture becomes clear. The Indiana Fever set the WNBA's single-season home attendance record, drawing nearly 341,000 more fans in 2024. That's an incredible 36%
They will say this is because of Angel Reese. They can't say this because of Angel Reese, because for the simple fact, a lot of their games would have moved to bigger arenas if that was the case. They can't not say this. I know people want it, and I know people be mad about this, bro. Y'all shouldn't be mad about this, bro. This is just the reality of the situation. You're not a hater. You're not none of that if you say Angel's not as big as Caitlin, because she's not, guys. That's the reality of it all, bro.
But the real shocker comes when you look at the biggest crowds. The Fever managed to break the 20,000 attendance mark 3 times during their 2024 season with Caitlin Clark on the roster, while Angel Reese didn't even come close. In fact,
Folks, last year, the Indiana Fever were in Chicago, and a lot of us were asking, why aren't they putting this in the big arena? Are they really that stubborn that they're ready to just turn away dollars just for a narrative? Seems as if they got their end of their year report, looked at the bottom line and said, you know what? Slam shut. In 2025, we're going to be in the United States.
the gap becomes even clearer when you look at head-to-head matchups. When Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese faced off last season, ticket prices didn't just rise, they soared, with some seats reselling for thousands of dollars as fans rushed to see the rivalry live. But when it's just Reese without the Clark factor, the demand and prices drop significantly in the secondary market. In fact, Sky home games for next season
and the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history. Clarkonomics, my friend!
What makes this situation especially awkward is how directly it contradicts the narrative Angel Reese pushed last season. She consistently positioned herself as an equal draw to Caitlin Clark, claiming that people were tuning into women's basketball because of her too. But actions speak louder than words, And the Sky's decision to move only the Clark games to the United Center sends a clear message about who's really filling the
Guys,
seats.
I'm telling you, when Caitlin Clark comes to town, put it in the big arena because she is box office and it is going to be big money. Big, full, not even just the ticket sales, merchandise sales, concession stands, parking. Dude, they are racking in money from every area when Caitlin Clark comes to town. So, of course, the Chicago Sky, oh, fine. I guess I'll milk that well until